My grandfather and Uncle Jeffrey and my Aunt Sue on properties 4 hours north of Brisbane at a place called Colston Lakes. They have not had any decent rain since January 2013. Currently, we are experiencing the worst drought that my grandfather has ever seen, and he is almost 86. There is now no grass for the animals to eat, and the water is disappearing. All the cattle that could be sold have been sold. The rest we are trying to keep alive by feeding. My family have been feeding hay daily since July. The cattle also receive a molasses and mineral mix. Drought is difficult to define. The best definition is a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall, leading to extensive losses of crops, pasture, and therefore animals. During a drought, there is no rainfall for the grass and no rainfall to fill the dams. Without water, the cattle will die. This dam has run out of water. The cattle can get stuck in the dam mud and can die. To feed the water to the cattle during the drought, we sometimes use bore water. Here we are placing a tank on the hill. We pump underground bore water up to the tank, which feeds down to a trough for the cattle. A common thing that happens during a drought is the cattle have no food. If a mother cow dies and it still has a calf that is still suckling, the calf is left without food. This is Fergus. His mum had died and we found him with his head down, looking very unwell. We are hand feeding him a special powdered calf milk mixture. You can see how weak he is as he can't stand and keeps falling. Unfortunately, after days of hand feeding, Fergus died. This is my 86-year-old granddad, Raymond, putting out hay with my help. I am taking off the plastic mesh from this hay. You can see how dry and dusty it is. There is no grass on the ground. Hay is expensive. We are feeding 8 of these large bales a day. This costs $300 a day. Drought is expensive. It is emotionally and energy draining, with dying cattle and calves. It seems like forever until it will rain. Please pray for rain for us and our farmers.
The water is low, but the spirit is high. The earth has been parched by the sun and the sky. All that we need is for God just to cry. Tears from the sky. Another dust storm sweeps on by as a daughter tugs at her dress. and asks her why. Do the city gardens glisten when the gold this land is missing? The mother starts to speak, her mouth is dry. The water is low, but the spirit is high. The earth has been parched by the sun and the sky. All that we need is for God just to cry. Tears from the sky. Some folk, they won't listen, as in their pools they glisten. And the country folk, they stare into the sky. The water is low, but the spirit is high. The earth has been parched by the sun and the sky. And all that we need is for God just to cry. Tears from the sky.